everybody, it's Talia Rose. Wish I had not have lost my tripod. So I feel dumb because I just filmed an entire video with the camera off and I just talked to myself for like 20 minutes. That was horrible. Okay, sorry it's been a while, but I'm back. So I was inspired today to do a video on 5 things that every parent should know going into parenthood. I wanted to keep it short, so 5 things. First off is you define the word no. No doesn't have an intrinsic value for your child growing up. They're not going to understand just automatically that no means no, stop that, don't do that, halt, cease, desist. So your child is going to understand what no means through how you follow up that word with action. So if you really want your no to mean no and to have potency and to not be diluted with no and then no follow through, what you're gonna have to do is when you say no to your child, you're gonna have to stop and make sure they understand what you're saying and what you're talking about. And then when you say no, make sure you follow through and you don't allow them to continue either what they're doing or what they were going to do. You will really value having a child that understands the meaning of the word no as a definitive stop that, don't do that, when safety is involved or when you're out in public. Because when your kid starts to have a meltdown or they start to run out in the street, when you say no, you want them to stop and say, no, mom means business. No means no. Number 2, try to preserve and protect and defend the I amidst the overwhelming we that's all of a sudden been created by having a baby. So what I mean by that is make sure you don't lose yourself into becoming a parent. And it's easier said than done, and you think that it won't be as big of an issue as it is, but being a parent is like a black hole, like a huge black hole, and everything in your life is just gets pulled into it and just destroyed and just it disappears. Your friends, your free time, your money, it disappears in the black hole and it's just gone. And so you have to actively defend and guard against having everything swallowed and eaten up in your life by it. What was I saying? Make sure that you're still investing into yourself, because being a mom, you're going to be pouring out and pouring out and pouring out to your children, and you can only pour so much before you're empty, and then you really aren't going to be a good mom even though you're pouring because you don't have anything to give. Man, thank God for editing because I am rambling right now. Number 3, it goes fast. Your child grows so fast, and I know that everybody tells you that, but how that should affect your day-to-day life is try to find the good things and hold on to those little nuggets and let that get you through, because your baby is only going to be in that stage for such a short amount of time. And what a shame to spend that short, brief moment with them while they're in that stage focused on all the bad things and all the inconveniences. So like this stage that I'm in right now, I have a 7-month-old and almost a 3-year-old. So I don't really get out a whole lot. So I'm inside by myself. If I focus on the things that they're not able to do yet rather than enjoy the things that they are doing and where they are at, it would just be such a tragedy and such a sham, because they do just grow up so fast and they change. So you won't be in this stage forever. Find the positive things you can hang on to and just dwell on those and enjoy it and soak it up, and they're going to be out of it soon and on to a new stage, and you'll have new trials and new freedoms and new fun things to do. Number 4, keep your schedule mellow. So many parents, and especially moms, feel the more that is on their plate, the better mom that they are. They want to make sure that their child is exposed to everything and has lots of play dates and gets to go, to soccer practice and basketball practice and dance and music and, all those other extracurricular activities. Children tend to remember things like emotions and mood and the environment of their childhood rather than just particular events. So they'll remember how everyone was feeling and interacting with them. So if you have them on a crazy high maintenance schedule where you're just running yourself ragged and having to, run them all over town, then they're not going to remember, oh yeah, I got to go do all this stuff. They're going to remember, mom was tired and burnt out and dragging me around everywhere. And it comes across so much differently to your children than you think, because yes, you're making a huge sacrifice to invest in them and all your intentions are good, but a child doesn't remember intentions. A child remembers the execution and the mood and delivery of the services that you're providing them. So just know yourself and know your kids and just make sure that it's right for you as a family, and don't think that more means better. 5, adjust to your expectations of yourself. One thing that I wasn't really prepared for was just the incredible weight of impact that a child has in your schedule. And I know that sounds crazy because you should expect it. You should expect a baby to just dominate your life. But I still thought that I would have more time than I did to do certain things. I'm like, oh, well, when they're sleeping, I can do X, Y, Z, and I can still do this, that, and the other. But you don't really realize all of the things that come in caring for a baby. You really can't wrap your mind around just all of the different tasks. I think in order to just have success at parenting and to be a very happy, fulfilled mom or dad, it's really important to make sure that you are, I wouldn't say lowering your expectations, but I guess you could put it like that, but just readjusting them and making sure that you're not holding yourself to an impossible standard. Speaking of things you should do as a parent, I now need to go make dinner, clean the house, and do all that fun stuff. Anyway, all right, well, that's all. All right, later, guys. This smells like soup.